Let's talk about document themes. So, when you're in a document, you have options that are available to you, like the default fonts and the default colors, as well as some other default settings. So, what we're going to do here in a blank document in Word, just a blank document, I'm going to go ahead and generate some text with equal sign lorem, open parentheses, and 5 comma 10, close parentheses, and then I'm going to hit enter to make magic happen. That'll just generate some basic text for me. You know by default that you are in Calibri. So if you actually go to this drop-down menu for font, you'll see that there are two theme fonts that are listed up at the top of Calibri and Calibri Light, and they signify that they're for the body and for the headings. And I think this is important because you'll notice that not only is Calibri being used down here, but if you look up at this styles group, you're going to see that there's actually Calibri being used in all of those fonts as well. And actually, as you go to the heading fonts, it gets a little bit lighter and not as bold as our normal font, which is why it's using Calibri Light. So you can adjust those fonts. And the other thing you can adjust is colors. So if we actually go to text color here and we click this drop down menu, you'll also see there is such a thing as theme colors. And you have these theme colors that are available to you. And then you have standard colors and of course do customized colors. But what if you wanted to have the same sets of colors always showing up? To do this, you can go ahead and go to the Design tab and you can adjust these options. Over on the left, you'll see themes where you can actually choose a theme that's pre-made by Microsoft, and you can actually import themes from other places. And you'll see as you hover over them, not a lot's changing on your screen except for font. So what we're going to do is actually make it so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the top of my document. I'm going to hit enter before the paragraph and click in this blank paragraph I've now created. And we're just going to go to the insert tab and insert smart art. It's not like we're going to have to pay attention to what's going on in the smart art. It's just so we can see these colors and these things changing as we move. So if I go to smart art and we'll just pick the first one and click OK, it'll insert in there. And I'm actually going to go to the bottom right of that smart art and resize it down just a little bit. So I'm going to click outside of it and resize it down just so it's smaller and I can see both the text and what would be colored on my document at the same time. Now going back to the Design tab, you'll see that when you go to themes and you start hovering over these themes, that not only you're seeing your text change, but you're also going to see the colors of the smart art are changing because they're the default colors and they're actually shown right there inside of the theme thumbnail. The next thing that you have is instead of applying a theme that they created, you can create your own. And that's where over here on the right, you've got colors, fonts, effects, and paragraph spacing that we can look at and actually adjust. Now, when we click the drop-down menu, you'll see that there are defaults that they have available to you for both colors and for fonts. And you can see they always pair two fonts together. But down at the bottom of each of these drop-down menus, you have the ability to customize those. So we're going to go ahead and look at how to customize our colors and our fonts and our paragraph spacing.